Hi everyone, I've got a new subscription to show you today. So this is actually one that has been very kindly sent to me by the company. It's a relatively new box to the market as well. I say box, it doesn't actually come in a box, which we'll get to in a second, but it is called Strawberry Week and it's a period subscription. So they provide essentials and treats for that time of the month. Now I don't know about you, but when I have my time of the month, I feel pretty crappy. I always just kind of want to curl up on the sofa with a hot water bottle. Don't particularly feel like doing anything aside from just eating my body weight in chocolate and feeling sorry for myself. So it's always nice to kind of get a little bit of a treat for that time of the month to help you through it, to give you something to look forward to when obviously we don't particularly look forward to that time of the month very much usually. And obviously there have been boxes for this purpose in the past and they haven't necessarily always worked out or lasted. There are a couple on the market right now, but certainly not as competitively priced as this one is. So let me just show you. So there is some sellotape on the bag. Now the reason for this is I don't know what's going on with the Royal Mail service where I live this week. There's just been so much, just so many messed up deliveries for me this week. But basically this should have arrived for me last week, early last week even, and this didn't happen. And I was a little bit confused. I was wondering where it was. And then yesterday, my neighbour who lives on a completely different street to me, at a completely different house number, came over and brought me two packages, one of which was this one that I'm going to show you, that had been delivered to her house by mistake, but she'd opened it. So even though it had my name and address on it, she'd opened it anyway, and then kept it for 3 days before bringing it to me. So anyway, I now have it. She did tell me that she didn't take anything out of it, and I've counted everything and I've checked the contents of this against the spoiler for this that I've seen another girl do an unboxing of, and it does seem like everything is in there. So you know, it seems like she has been true to word and she just resealed it, but it just a little bit strange that it was delivered there and opened and things. But anyway, it's here now, so that's the main thing. But here is the little package. And obviously that's the reason why there are sellotape marks on it. But you can see there that it is the Strawberry Week, and this is also a 100% compostable mailer. So obviously you can pop that in your compost and it's fully recyclable. So in terms of this, as I say, it contains period essentials, self-care treats, a tasty snack and a drink. So the retail price is always at least double what you would be paying, which I will tell you about very shortly. So it's already open, what I'm going to do, because it's not necessarily technically a box, I'm just going to kind of hold it up, covering up obviously my address, and this is what is inside. Now I've spoken to the lovely lady behind this box, and she's given me a little bit of information that she wants me to pass on to all of you guys. So in terms of the self-care treat, the snacks and the drink, these change every month, so it's always a nice little bit of a surprise for you. And the tampons that I'm going to be showing you, so there's 10 tampons in here, which I'll just grab, and I have counted and there are 10. These are 100% organic cotton. There's no plastic, no nasty chemicals, and they're completely biodegradable as well. So they're good for the environment, and there's 10 of them. These are regular, it says on there, I'm not sure if you can see because the lighting in here is terrible, but these are regular, which to be fair is fine for me. I'm very lucky in that, to be fair, I don't tend to have a very heavy period, and it usually only lasts for 3 days, which I realise is a blessing, and that's something that I am very grateful for. Those 3 days aren't very nice, but it's much better than some of the girls I hear about who, you know, theirs goes on for a week and it's really heavy and painful. But that's more than enough for me for the time that I am. In fact, I might even be able to make those last a couple of cycles, as I say, because I'm only usually on for 3 days. So They are the tampons, the period essentials. In fact, there's another one here hiding up. There we go. So what we also have is, as I mentioned, there is always a healthy snack, well, not necessarily a healthy snack, but a tasty snack at least, a drink and some kind of self-care treat. So the snack is this Terry's chocolate orange. So it's a white chocolate orange bar. It's a massive bar as well. It's an 85-gram bar. Now, I've mentioned this a few times before. I actually am one of those very, very rare people that doesn't like orange in any capacity. I don't like the taste of it. I don't like the smell of it. I love white chocolate, but I don't like orange. So I personally won't be eating this. However, I think one of the great things, one of the beauties of boxes like this and subscription services like this is that they are a gift that keeps on giving, and that if there are things in there that you won't use or make use of, you can pass them on to people that will. And I do have a friend who going through a bit of a rough time at the minute, and she absolutely loves chocolate orange. So I'm going to be sending this off in the post to her with a little face mask and some bath salts as a little kind of care package treat thing. So that'll be a nice surprise for her, and I kind of like that as well. I like being able to do that for people. So even though I won't be using it, it's a very, very generous size bar, which is amazing, and she will absolutely love it, which to me, you know, I enjoy giving as much as I do receiving. So I will definitely be passing this on to somebody who will eat it. But obviously for those of you who do like chocolate orange, which I know is a vast majority, I realise I am in a minority here, it's such an amazing treat. I mean, look at the size of it. If I put it next to my hand, you know, it's pretty much the same size as my hand. You'll probably, to be fair, when you're on your period, you probably just want to smash the entire bar. But if you didn't want to, you probably get a few helpings out of that as well to help you through the entire part of your period, however long that might last. So that's the snack. And then we have a little sachet. It's definitely something I will be using, of hot chocolate. So there's no brand on here to say, oh, it says UCC Coffee, so I'm wondering if that's who it's by. But this is obviously just a hot chocolate sachet. It feels pretty full as well, so I'll definitely be able to make use out of that. May even be able to make 2 lots out of that because it's pretty full. So I love a good hot chocolate, particularly at this time of year. Obviously it's dark, it's wet, it's cold, it's miserable, so something like this is definitely going to cheer me up even when I'm not on my period. To be honest, I love a good hot drink in an evening after I finish work, a nice little wind down, curl up with either Netflix or a book or something, and a nice hot drink. So this will definitely go down very well and is something that I will be using. So that's the drink. Oh, it's also fair trade, just to show you that as well. And finally, this is the self-care treat, and I'm really excited about this. This is gorgeous. So this comes in a little package here. So it says Meet Me Fan, ideal for sweeping highlights across all the high points of your face and created with a rice-based plastic. So obviously it's sustainable as well. So let me just pull it out of here. So I think the brand is Coal Revitalize, is it? That's it backwards. No, hang on. Creatives, Coal Creatives, that's what it says. I didn't notice that K there. My eyes are not great today. So here we are. I'm just going to pull it out of the packaging. There we go. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. That's so pretty. I love makeup brushes. I have far too many of them, but I mean, who doesn't need another one? You know, that's my motto. Who doesn't need another one? So obviously you've got the nice purple handle here. Purple's my favourite colour, so I'm never going to turn that down. And this is kind of like a bronzy, almost a rose gold fitment. And then you've got your little fan there. So it's lovely and soft. And you can use this, obviously. What I like to use this for is for sleeping highlighter on, but also for sometimes if I've used a setting powder, I'll sometimes use it to brush it off, particularly in the kind of corners of my eyes and some of the more delicate parts of my face that I don't necessarily want it to be going there with a massive brush and kind of risking kind of rubbing my skin too much, particularly because my skin can be quite sensitive. but this is obviously something that will last and last. So as great as it is to get things like face masks and stuff, which I love using, something like this is, you can use it again and again. As long as you take care of it, you can keep makeup brushes for quite a long time. And I think I've only got one of these types of brushes, and it has seen better days, to be fair, so it could do with replacing. I have had it for a number of years, so this is the perfect time to give this a go. So I cannot wait to try this out with my powder, which I will probably be doing over the next couple of days or so. So that is the self-care treat. So let me just pop it back into the wrapping here, just to protect it until I get a chance to put it away. And obviously I love that it comes in this little sleeve as well. I'll probably keep it in that, to be honest, just to protect it a little bit while it's in my, I've got little drawers that I use to store my makeup brushes at the minute, but I'm wanting to kind of have a bit of a change around. But until then, I can at least keep it in this, keep it nice and protected. So in terms of the prices then, it's £5. £5, that's all. I mean, when you think about some of the other period boxes or period subscription services, you're paying double, even triple that in some cases. And for this, I mean, you're getting more than enough essentials to last you for that month. Plus, obviously, a little treat in terms of a self-care treat, a drink and a snack to hopefully help you through, make those days a little bit easier. They also do a self-care package. So that is just the, it's just without the period essentials in it. So it's just the snack, the treat and the drink, and that's £4. And also they do have on their website, I was browsing the website last night because I was kind of doing a little bit of research before I filmed this, and they also have a Succulent Self-Care Box on there for £10. I was really interested and intrigued about that, and basically they send you a little succulent plant and ways to take care of it, but also things to do with taking care of yourself as well, which I think is really interesting, really unique idea. Haven't really seen much like that before. And for someone like me who's useless with any kind of flowers or greenery of any kind, succulents may be something that's a little bit easier to take care of. They're not as high maintenance as a lot of your standard plants. I'm living in a flat, I don't have a garden, so I can't particularly go out there and plant. Not that I could, because I do suffer from hay fever, but I can't particularly go out there and plant a lot of plants, but having house plants and things around is a nice idea. So I might check that one out as well, actually, to be honest. So that was everything that I wanted to show you. Lovely little treat. A little bit annoyed it got here a little bit late, but obviously that's no fault of my own or the company either. So I'll just recap. So obviously we had the tampons here, so there's 10 of them, and these are the regular flow. I believe at the minute they do only offer tampons, whether or not they're going to be branching out into offering other types of product as well, so obviously your liners or moon cups, that kind of thing. I'm sure that's something that they may look into in the future, but I think because they're wanting to remain as sustainable as possible, they're probably going to want to look into brands that can also provide, particularly liners. It's going to be a little bit difficult to provide ones that are biodegradable or sustainable in terms of good for the environment. But for now it is just the tampons, which is fine. But yeah, maybe they may look into other options in the future. So obviously they're only very new to the subscription service at the minute anyway, so who knows what they have lined up for us in the future. It's quite an exciting thing to think about. And then we had the bar of Terry's chocolate, white chocolate, should I say, orange, which I know my friend will be very excited to see when it comes through her letterbox in a few days. We had this big sachet of hot chocolate. I'm going to try and make this stretch to 2 drinks, I think, just because I'm a big fan of hot chocolate and I am always really sad when it runs out, so I'm going to try and get a couple of helpings out of this. And finally, and I think my favourite item inside, is this gorgeous fine brush, which has this, again, this lovely plastic, not plastic, purple, begins with P, purple handle, and the little purple detailing on the hairs there as well. So let me just pop that back in as well. And of course, as mentioned at the start, it comes in the compostable mailer as well. So really impressed with it. It's such a cute little idea, such a cute little thing to receive, particularly at that time where we may not feel at our best. It's just something to look forward to and help us through those few days where we don't particularly feel the greatest. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. Again, it's the Strawberry Week. I'll be linking the website and everything in the comments, as I always do. And I'll be doing a full written review where I will obviously link the website and the socials and things on there as well. Once I've had a chance to try out the brush, once I've had a chance to have a go with the hot chocolate as well, and just see if I can make it last for 2 drinks. And I will also make sure to get feedback from my friend about the chocolate, although I'm sure she'll just tell me it was delicious and that she probably finished it in one sitting, knowing her. I probably won't get a chance to try out the tampons before the review is posted, just because I've actually just finished my period, so it probably won't be until February when I try those out. But I will be sure to obviously post something on Instagram regarding that around that time. Thank you all very much for watching. As always, if you have any questions or if you have any comments about the contents of the box, I'm sure that they would be happy to read it. Any suggestions that you think that you'd like to be included in it, I'm sure they would welcome any feedback from you. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye.